So if you're only missing one tooth,
Yes.
why a dental implant over a traditional bridge?
That's a really good question, Randy. A single tooth implant will really replace the tooth in all parts of it. It'll replace the root with the implant and then the crown. What happens with the bridge is you are relying on the adjacent teeth to hold up the middle tooth, which can overload the two that are holding it up, and also they can get cavities. So if one of those two teeth gets a cavity, you have to cut the bridge off. Sometimes you can save that tooth, sometimes you can't. I tell my patients bridge work has a way of expanding itself. So you have the two that hold it up, then they go bad, then all of a sudden two are holding up three in the middle, and it's just, it's
So
the
that's where it
beginning,
starts.
it's a snowball effect a little bit.
Okay.
So an implant really supports itself. We're not asking the adjacent teeth to do any extra work. And also you don't have to replace it. So long term, it's actually gonna be a little cheaper.
A lot less expensive.
Yeah, actually
So
a lot
why doesn't
long-term.
everybody get an implant over a bridge? Are they just afraid of the word surgery, or what
They
is
could be, or they could have this preconceived notion that it's going to be too expensive for them. They might just be uneducated. And I don't mean that in a bad way, it's just they don't know. So that's why I think it's really important that they go to somebody who does all of these aspects of dentistry, who can place the bridge and who can place the implant, so that they can really find out what's best for them. Somebody who's an expert in the matter, right? Who can take a CT scan and see if they really do have enough bone, and if they don't, who has the capacity to actually fix that, to build it up.
Now, we should mention, I mean, you are board certified in implant dentistry.
I am.
Is that right?
Yes,
Very
that's
few,
correct.
less than 1% of all dentists have this board certification.
Yes, and I think that's really important that you really have the certifications to do what you do. I took a lot of continuing education classes and then went through the examination process, and thought it was important to show that I am an expert in the field.
And you do it all right there?
We do it all right there. That's correct.
And are most of these people sedated, even for like a single tooth implant?
Most for the single tooth implant choose not to, because it is a really easy procedure. I tell patients, if you've had a filling done before, the implant is easier to tolerate than the filling even.
Oh, nice.
And most people don't believe it until they get up and they're like, now I know what you were talking about.
Okay.
Yes, very easy to tolerate.